Every week on Blackboard, before the class even begins, you may not have even done any of the readings yet for the week. In fact, it's good if you haven't. There will be several questions that are posted online for you to dive in there and answer. These are the sorts of big picture questions that our conversations and readings for the week will be focused on. These are questions that you probably have at least a little bit of an understanding of, even though you haven't done anything academically for the course for that week. On the discussion boards every week, we will be trying to use that as the jumping off point for us to figure out why our conversations will matter. So these might be questions that would be, what does it actually mean to be free? Do humans have free will? What does a good citizen look like? Those are the sorts of questions that we really will be thinking about as a way to make these oftentimes 1,000-year-old conversations relevant for us in the here and now. Now, what we'll be looking for from an assessment perspective on these discussions is that you're not doing them every week. That your class will be divided up so that you're doing this every other week. So you'll either have an on or an off week. But even if you're not writing anything for that week, I really do encourage you to see what your classmates are saying, maybe even chiming in if you have some good insights, but there's no expectations for you during your off weeks. But what we'll want out of these discussion board conversations is a way so that we can see where all of our other classmates are coming from about these questions. If we're talking about someone like Immanuel Kant, that will be focusing on what it really means for a human to be free, not in the here and now, but in our minds, that we are only ever truly free in our minds. When we start asking those questions like, what does it mean to be free? And we're seeing where all of our classmates are coming from, we're getting a lot of different perspectives about that. So I want to hear directly what your naive or unread opinions are about those topics. But sometimes you wake up late and someone takes your brilliant idea and writes it first. What I don't want to see in these discussion board forums is you saying, well, I just kind of agree with everything that Danielle said, so yeah, ×2 on Danielle. Good work, Danielle. That's not good enough, right? Yeah, you literally were there and you literally participated. But what I would be looking for in those sorts of moments where somebody takes your brilliant idea by getting there first is give us some nuance. Show us how, even though Danielle gave you that really good idea first, how would you add on to it? What are the limits of the way that she potentially put that idea into the world? What are some examples that you can use to expand on the idea that she is giving? So my hope would be that these discussion board forums will give us a very good launching off point for more sophisticated philosophical conversations over the course of the week.